What's really important to me is that you walk away today with some techniques that can help. So in today's video, it's about sharing 3 key points where if you can just stick, if you can commit, then you'll succeed more times than you fail. For the past 8 years, I've been interviewing people who've overcome some pretty extraordinary challenges. So people who've had leg amputations, or whether it's anorexia, bulimia, alcohol addiction, financial problems. The correlation between everyone when we're facing difficult times is you have to make a decision. So let me give you an example of this. A few years ago, I interviewed a woman who was diagnosed with cancer at age just 52. Now, it wasn't just once or twice that it came back, it was 5 times. And what was more horrible for her is she lost her own mother, also at the same age, many years earlier. She's in a position where she hates her job, just driving like many of us do, 2 and 3 hours to work, missing out on her child's education and growing up, and just generally bored and hating kind of the monotony of life at times. But she's in a much greater situation in the sense that now she's waking up in the middle of the night, it's tears, not knowing whether she's even going to be alive to see a son growing up or to enjoy the things that we take for granted, such as family. But there comes a time in everyone's life, and again, it's the same with you, where you have to make a decision. There are many things that we can't control, but you have to be able to control your response. Yes, there's going to be times where you're frustrated, upset, angry, whether it's a situation with work or health or finances, but what are you going to do? And the correlation, the bridge between those who sulk to those who succeed, is you've got to make a decision. A decision means you focus on the future rather than the pain from the past. It's that clarity that decision kind of gives to all of us, where, as I say, we focus on what it is that we want. You have to channel that energy, guys, into something more positive, regardless of the situation. So in this particular case, here's a woman who hates her job, diagnosed with cancer. She quits. She closes the laptop on her career. She set up a business in a garage. She wanted to sell holidays, and she now turned over £1 million in just under 2 years. She works with her son, but more importantly, cancer hasn't returned. And the key message here, the moral of the story, you can't control every situation, but you can control your response. You have to take out a piece of paper. You have to decide what it is that you want. And more importantly, you have to commit to it. We can't all predict the future. But as I say, when you make a decision, you can begin to create it. So that's the first step that you need to take. So the next step is desire. So if decision, what do I want? Desire is about why. So let me give you an example of this and just take you back a couple of years. I interviewed a guy who, at the age of 31, on his actual birthday, was diagnosed as going blind. A rare genetic condition meant it took him 7 years to finally reach the point where he totally couldn't see. It's almost like, the way to describe it is like the sun going down each day, a step closer, a step closer. And naturally it's devastating. He's got 2 sons, and it's every father's dream to see their kids grow up. But as a kid, his dream was sport. And at the age of 35, he decides to become a Paralympic swimmer. The reason why is he wants to win. He's competitive, but more importantly, he wants to make his family proud. Now, the problem that he's got is, to begin with, he's useless. He's missing out on times. He's exhausted. He's being lowered into ice cold water at 6 a.m. in the morning, and then trying to juggle the responsibilities of family life, of trying to adjust to being blind. And again, it's the same for all of us. There's times, again, of incredible uncertainty. There's times where we just want to give up because there's more things going wrong than there is going right. And it's so easy then to just focus on fear and just to kind of go, oh, what's the point? Again, you might be in this situation right now. I know I've certainly been there many times where you just want to give up and you just think, oh, I'll find something new. But if you can keep on persisting, if you can just keep on going and progressing each step, and if you can just run your own race, you'll get there. Now in the story, it's exactly what happened. Just consistent action every day, just that persistence. During his career, He won 42 medals. He broke a world record. At the age of 42, when most people, as I say, are retired in their 20s, he's still competing in Sydney in 2000. Just a normal guy, just achieving incredible things. And the reason why? Decision, he knew what he wanted. Desire, that feeling of accomplishment to do it for your family. And that's the key message in this story. I say we can't control everything, but if we just focus on our desire every single day, if you keep on going, you'll get there. So that leads us to the final point, which is determination. So now you understand decision, what do I want? Desire, why? Determination is about the how. It's about having a plan, guys, and just sticking to it each day. So let me give you an example of this. Incredible story. This guy I interviewed spent 11 years in hospital. Can you imagine every single day? His kidney transplant failed. He's tied to a dialysis machine and it's affected every other part of his body. He's literally pulling his hair out through the pain. He has to have his leg amputated. The only thing that kept this guy sane in the hospital was running in water. He's got like a flotation band that he's created, and that kind of 20 to 25 minutes just made him feel good. So now he's got an idea to create a product to help people recover from injury. He's so excited and he sets off on the journey, but like for many of us, we encounter so many different problems. Friends tell him to start small. Other people criticize him and say, you're not a business person, just concentrate on your health, what are you doing? When he created the idea and the product, there were so many manufacturing problems. He was wasting money, it came back, there was faults, and the worst was to happen in the fact that his wife couldn't take anymore. She literally left and while he's in hospital, and it was that mental anguish. And then there's the pressure of keeping on going, the financial pressure of selling his home because he's so invested in this particular product that he puts his heart and soul into it. But again, as I say, there's so many challenges like you're facing right now. It's so easy to give up. It's so easy to kind of succumb to the pressure. But if you just stick to your plan, if you just keep on going, like we've said already, you'll get there. Resilience is about having those three things aligned: decision, desire, and having your plan and the determination to keep on going. And this is what happened. He now works with Real Madrid. He didn't start small. He now works with Manchester United. He's worked with the British and Irish Lions. Determination produces results, guys. Every single day of consistency. And again, the moral of this story, and with the others, make your decision, be fueled by desire, and keep on going with determination, and you'll get there.